Hey Trent,
Good. Hello, Lou. How are you?
good mate. What are we
Good.
doing today?
We are comparing Oracle and tarot cards and seeing
Ah,
the difference
so we're going
between
to have a
them.
conversation. All
Seeing the
right.
difference between them, but also how can we join them together for a reading?
That's a pretty cool idea. Be
Yeah.
interested to know if any of our listeners, followers, readers, watchers, do you combine tarot and
Yeah,
oracle? Do you?
exactly.
Or do you find that you don't? Or maybe you do. We'd
Maybe you
love to
do.
know. We'd
Yeah.
love to know. Let us know. So,
Yes.
card of the day. What
Card
have
of
we
the
got?
day.
Let's have a look.
So we're using the Rider-Waite for the card of the day.
We are.
See what comes out.
What have we got? Actually, it's the episode card,
Oh,
right?
the
It's
episode,
the
the episode.
episode
Yeah,
card,
sorry.
right? I'm
It's
like,
the
what are we doing?
episode card. What do we need to focus on for the
What
episode?
do we need to focus on for the episode? Oh God, you expect us to focus? God damn.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, not today. Let's have a look. Oh,
Oh,
we have the Ace of Wands. So this
yeah,
indicates it'll be a pretty good topic today,
yeah,
and it will allow you to take action. And it
yes,
means, because we've asked, like, what do we need to focus on?
yeah.
So we need to focus on the task. So the how-to bit,
The how-to,
the
yeah,
how-to bit, and provide you with the opportunity to grab, should you choose to want to grab it
yeah.
or not.
Okay,
That's what I'd
yeah,
say about
cool.
that for today.
Yeah, so it's all new, isn't it? It's a new way of looking at things.
Yes,
It's the way it's new.
absolutely.
Aces are always new.
That's
So yes, and like you said, it's very much with that hand grabbing or hold, got a very firm grip on that wand. So it's like, yes, we can grab hold of this and run with it.
yeah, if we choose, right? If we
Yeah, if we
choose.
choose.
So tell me, do you use Oracle?
Not often.
Not often?
Not often.
So when do you use it?
When I really feel like the tarot's not talking,
Oh, you
or
have moments like that.
I do,
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
and or I think I'm wanting to see a certain result out of the cards. It's like wishful thinking, and I'm just projecting into the cards.
Ah, see,
So I'm
it's
going,
good you can
yeah,
catch that out in
yeah,
yourself. So do you draw the Oracle to like pull that back or
pull it
yeah,
back and see
okay.
what. For me, oracles are more, what do I need to know? What do I need to know about such? Even though the tarot has laid it out for me, this may be more, what do I need to know emotionally or spiritually to
Right,
move
okay.
forward?
Okay. Very
And the
cool.
artwork's great too.
No, I love the artwork
See,
on a lot of the
yeah.
decks, hey, and it's interesting because I know in one of our episodes, I don't know when, but we were talking about how tarot can evolve
Yes.
and what that might look like. I'm finding that the oracle decks themselves are shifting a lot with the energy. So I've
Yeah.
got some old ones here and I've got some newer ones that
Yeah.
I thought we'd have a look at,
Yeah.
and some that I find, pardon me, really, really, really on point,
Yeah.
and others I find they just look pretty.
Yes.
you know,
Exactly.
so just interesting.
It's funny. And it's always the ones that you're attracted to that sort of mean things more, and you'll be keep going back to the same ones all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
sort of,
like of a Wednesday night, as you know,
yeah.
with
Yeah.
meditation, I'll start like with a tarot card and give the message, and then we
Yes.
read the energy, and then we do a meditation, and then at the end of the night, I'll finish with an oracle card.
Exactly.
And I do that because I find that the tarot can be pretty direct, sometimes in your face, because tarot's structured, right? So
Yes.
there's a lot more structure around it, and yet it can be quite fluid too, right?
Exactly.
But with an oracle card, there's absolutely no rule whatsoever,
No.
and I find it is a lot softer. I find the message is a lot softer. So I like to end the night on a softer note.
Yeah.
So that's why I do that. And here's the really cool thing is what we've often found doing that is that the oracle card somehow links
It does,
to
doesn't it?
the tarot.
The tarot.
And it's funny because I have a meditation group face to face once a month on a Sunday, and I had it last Sunday. And one of the beautiful attendees had chosen, we were using the Dragon Tarot, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
So she chooses this card, which happened to be the Sun card. And of course, everybody knows that's my favorite card, right? So she chooses that, and we were talking about that and, what the message was for her specifically. Anyway, and then we choose the oracle card, right? And the first line in it was about the sun and sunshine. And I'm like, seriously, cannot make this shit up. And like, we just were like, get out of town, like we
Exactly.
laughed about it. So often, as Tren is saying, you know, if you want to get a little more information, you can out of the oracle, and will often link.
Yeah.
It often links back.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't, because it shows you what you're not seeing.
It-
So it kind of helps with the blind spots
Yeah,
again, doesn't
exactly.
it?
It
So,
does. Yeah.
yeah, just another tool to help unravel that, go a bit deeper. And I like the combination.
Yes.
You know, I like the combination piece. Sometimes I'll choose a card before a client comes to give me a bit of a theme. Not often I do that. I'll usually choose tarot to do that
Tarot,
with.
exactly.
But sometimes I'll choose an oracle, and often I will end
With
with
an
an
oracle.
oracle. Particularly if I feel they're in a space that they just need a little bit of softness, you know,
Yes.
and I don't know why, but that's just how I
Yeah.
find
How
it.
you work. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you look at an oracle card, Tren, do you just read it, or what do you do? What's your process?
First up, I read it. I read whatever that
Yeah.
it comes out of the book. I read, but
Yeah.
then I go back to the artwork and go, what else is it telling me?
Yeah,
You know, what
that's
else
how
is
I do
telling
it
me?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I go to the book for the oracle cards, because they're very uniquely designed by the artist and by
Exactly.
the author, if you will. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying tarot isn't designed like that. It is. However, it has its pretty structured symbols and its whole construct
Yeah.
around it. Whereas an oracle card being quite fluid, sometimes the message of the overall card, the way that I'm looking at that, I might have it, the author or the artist might have a different view.
Exactly.
So I'll read it first
Yeah.
and then see if that resonates. And if I feel that resonates, then I do what you do.
Yeah, and go look at
And
the
I
artwork.
then look at the artwork
Yeah.
and go, well, what is this?
Yeah.
And you could do it either or. There's no right or wrong way.
No, it's
That's
like whatever
just
feels
how
right for
I
you,
happen to
isn't it?
do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you have
Yeah.
any favorite oracle?
I love this one. I think it's called the Enchanted Garden.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Let's
going
have a
to
look.
reach over. Enchanted Blossoms,
Oh, let's have a
because
look.
that's the book, the cover. But look at these, because they incorporate gardens with dragons.
Oh, no way.
So it's like you actually butterflies. They incorporate butterflies with dragons. And so the dragons have the butterfly
God.
wings, and it's like they're actually sort of educating you as well about nature, because they'll often talk about the flowers behind and the butterfly wings, what the actual butterfly wing is. So you've got aspiration has the mountain pink flower behind it, but it also has the large orange sulfur butterfly. So it's like it's
Ah,
sort of educating you more on nature,
right.
as well as, you know, you go to the book and read what aspiration means for you. But it's like, oh, well, what does that for me? I'll look at, okay, with the orange color, do I need to focus more on my sacral chakra? Is there something I'm missing?
I like
You
that
know,
connection.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and with what's this one? Bravery, which is the purple. But again, it's like, okay, that purple is just in my face. So do I need to either for myself bring purple light through, you know, surround myself with purple or wear purple. It's whatever is feeling, whatever I see in the card to what I feel is what I do.
So that's how you do that.
That's
Yeah,
how I
wow.
do that. I do
like
read
that.
the card, the deck, what do you call it? The book.
The book. It's a book. It's a book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read the book to get what the author is telling me and pull out what I need. But then I will always go back and go, what else do I need for me personally?
Nice. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I just love, and a lot of times, especially with these oracles, I will just look at the pictures. I won't read like if I'm not asking a question or don't feel like I need to actually read, I will just go through card by card and just look at the pictures. That's almost like a breathe. You know, for me, that's what it feels like for me. But like these are just, I don't know, they're just gorgeous. And the feel of it is soft. It's like, I don't know, it's like an education as well as, you know, bringing through like mythical things as well, you know, the dragons, you know. I don't know, I just like these ones.
Just like them ones. Where do you find them?
I found them in a little, and I don't think the shops are there anymore. I think it was just a little shop, a little pop-up shop in Logan, in Brisbane, Logan Home.
There you go.
And it was a pop-up shop, and I've never seen these cards anywhere else. And I just went, wow, they were just so
They're calling you,
beautiful.
hey?
Yes.
They're calling you.
So beautiful. The other ones I like, and this is really permanent if you're doing inner child work.
Okay.
It's called the Inner Child Oracle. And I think, and I'm not sure, because we're not in England, but I think Benny Blue is some sort of cartoon or something or other.
Oh,
But that's what
okay.
it's based on, this Benny Blue character. And they have, look at these.
Oh,
Look at this. And this is like, it's, you can read, these often, I don't actually, sometimes I don't read the book because I just go, oh, I've been in the wars, I've tried something and it hasn't worked.
right.
Or the first attempt, because this is he's tried to build a birdhouse and he's got band-aids all over him and everything. And it's like, well, what's that? Live and learn, live and and then you also get a affirmation on the back of it. I am patient with myself and energized by learning. So it's like I've tried
Right.
something,
Yeah, okay.
hasn't quite worked out how I thought it was going to. So okay, we'll put that aside and try again. But it's like, what's your superpower?
Yeah.
This is a Benny Blue dressed up in a Batman outfit, going out Halloweening or trick-or-treating or something like that. So again, it's what was this? I'm a radiant soul gifted beyond measure. So
That's
it's like,
nice.
you can, again, pick what you need, look at the book or just look at the pictures. And with these couple, sometimes that's what I do. I just look at the pictures.
You'd be able to use those cards like in a therapy context, hey?
Exactly,
you
very
can
much so,
see
because,
very
even,
easily there.
and this is not just kids, is it? This is an
Oh,
adult.
no, adults, yeah,
Very
yeah.
much, go through and pick out what resonates with you. What's the artwork say? What do the words say? What is the feeling?
Yeah, it's drawing that out,
Yeah,
and I find like the combination between the two can do that, but
Yeah.
they're quite unique in
they
the
are
fact
very
that
unique.
you could easily see.
You could just go through, I'm feeling creative, I'm feeling creative, something like, or I really am struggling to find my inner voice or trust my inner voice,
Yeah.
or I'm in a bit of a tangle.
In a bit of a tangle, all tied up. There you go.
Yeah, so it's just, again, they're all different. But again, it's like we always say, whatever you are attracted to, whatever calls to you,
Absolutely.
take it. If it doesn't resonate or doesn't feel right, don't force things.
No.
Don't use it because you think you have to. It's not going to work.
No. So yeah, like the tarot, you get the message, but then you can take from it.
Yeah.
And I just find this adds to it. Now, when I first started meditation, and not when I first started circle, because I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
But when I first started introducing Oracle and Tarot as part of the process in the circle, because I just used to run circle per se, and we would just sit and talk and do some healing or whatever. And then I started to introduce the cards. Now, when I first did that and introduced the Oracle, the deck that I introduced for that was this deck here, which is Energy Oracle cards, right, by Sandra Ann Taylor. And I still have them today, and obviously, and I thought that I would draw one.
Yes.
Because I found these back in the day really, really spooky accurate, and I've written about them in my book a little bit. So I thought I'd bring them out today, and we'll just see what today's Oracle card message is for
the episode.
Right? Bearing in mind what the message was from the tarot.
Yes, so we had
earlier.
We had the Ace of
Wands,
Wands
right?
from the tarot, and we'll see what the Oracle card has to say. And after talking it up, hopefully it does connect.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do if it doesn't? Nothing. I'm not going to do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's number 2, and it's card says journey, right? And we see a young woman there with a bit of a light. Is it a light she's holding? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Bit of a light she's holding as she travels across a bridge with all her bags and stuff, right? So just because I can, let's just see what number 2 has to say.
And if we look at both of them, actually, with the Ace of Wands, which is number 1, and then we move on to number 2.
That's one of those seriously can't make that shit up thing.
So we've moved on.
And tell me, what does the ace also indicate?
Oh, action and movement, doesn't it? Movement.
Hold that fucking thought, because for those of you who are watching will see that I never showed this book to Trenna.
No.
Here's what it means: movement, relocation, travel. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or a class, even a work-related trip.
Oh, okay.
Fucking,
Work.
it's
Yeah,
about
it's work.
action and work. Like, I can't make this shit up. So I love that this happens. And it could also be a signal, a move of residence or a job relocation.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Interesting. The upright position indicates that the plan should go off without a hitch.
Oh, that's even better.
Still be clear about your motivation and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead, right?
Wow.
So, like I said, these, I don't know, I just find them really spooky, fucking accurate, right? So I'll just pop those away.
Yes.
So, but that's what they look like on the back. They're quite calming, I feel, and the front is a bit more like they're a little bit yellow, a little bit goldy type colour all the way around. So I find them quite beautiful and very spooky. Accurate.
Spooky.
I always have those particular cards. So now I'm going to move on to, just because we can.
Yeah, because we can.
One of my latest decks. So I'm going to get Tren to choose. Which one do you reckon?
Oh, I have not seen The Secret Language of Life.
Okay, so The Secret Language of Light. Light language is a big thing at the moment. I love people tapping in to being able to do that. And as we move through the dimensions,
I just saw the back of the card.
Yeah. So that is the front cover, The Secret Language of Light. Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise Jarvie. Right, beautiful, beautiful deck. So this is the back of them.
The back is gorgeous.
Right, aren't they gorgeous? It's got like a
mandala.
Mandala, on it. So I'm going to pull them all out and we'll get the book ready because I'll just read it.
Yeah.
I think these messages are a bit more detailed, so I might skim some of it. We're going to ask the question, right? So remember, it was about today, and about the episode today and what we need to focus on. And we've had two messages. Let's just see what this one has to say about the episode of today. And we started with the Ace of Wands, as we said, which as we now know is about movement.
And taking action.
And taking action. And while I'm shuffling this deck, you can also see that when you combine a tarot with an oracle, you can kind of fine tune the message too. So like where the Ace of Wands can cover all of this stuff, and then you pull an oracle and there's the thread is what you follow, right? So
drill down onto that thread.
Drill down onto that. So let's just see what this one. I just love these cards for the look. They're just gorgeous, you know, and they feel nice in your hands too. So what is our message here for this today, for this particular episode? And let's just see. Okay. Okay, so number 20 is called soul writing, right? And we see an angel standing amid a Merkaba, which is what the shape of all of this is here, which is also, and this is why I say these cards are a little more evolved, because they're more energetically aligned with the geometry that's coming through, and that happens to be some of the geometry that's coming through. So let's see.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's also a 2. 20 is a 2.
Oh my God. I seriously can't make this shit up. See, and I love that you're picking that shit out. Okay, so it says, all right, we become the stories we tell.
Oh, that's funny.
You are the author of your own story, write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life are multidimensional. They're a multidimensional living art. The purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analysing events that have become your stories and life, and beg your pardon, let's start that again. Let go of justifying or analysing the events that have become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them, right? And then she speaks about looking at the card and what you can imagine. So she draws you into the artwork, right? Which is something that I really, really like. So a higher perspective is what she's doing, and you're being told, you know, not to stress. that things are shaking loose and you're doing well, you're worthy and you're loved. Now,
Yeah, I'm going to show you the card.
let me see what else she's got here.
Because
Yeah.
actually, I didn't see before, but underneath that angel is the word truth. And it's quite
Oh,
hard
really?
to
I haven't
say.
seen that. I'll have
Yeah.
to have a look. Yeah. So she's asking you in that sense to actually truly connect into your truth. And of course, it's soul writing. So
Yeah.
she's encouraging journaling or
Journaling,
writing,
yeah.
right? So I find that interesting. Yeah, experiment with automatic or intuitive writing. So that's what she speaks
Yeah.
about. So the fact that it's the number 2 and it speaks about like change in a completely different
A different way, isn't it?
It's to me, what those 3 together are saying is the first one is saying, look, you need to do something. The ace is like, you need to do something. You need to grab a hold of this opportunity that's coming your way. And the best way to do that, according to the Oracle card, is to fucking move.
Get
Is to
moving.
get moving, get some movement done. And then how to help that movement come about is potentially through journaling and diving into your own truth and seeing
Exactly.
things from a different perspective.
Yes.
So
Get rid of the stories we tell ourselves.
stories you tell yourselves, because they're just fucking bullshit anyway, right?
They are.
So this is how, as an example, you can work with Oracle and
tarot.
And the tarot's structured. It's got, all of the things, the seasons, the directions, the major arcana, the minor arcana. So it's a little structured, and each card has more, not more meaning, but the major arcana can be the bigger things,
bigger pictures,
or the what's happening, and then the minor cards can be the detail, and sometimes the how, right? Really interesting.
Yes.
Whereas the Oracle cards are like just straight messages, I find.
Exactly. And it's like, what I also do, and I've done it with tarot as well as Oracle, is if I'm not understanding, or I've read the thing out of the book, and I go, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but it makes sense, but it's not sitting.
Right.
I will tap through it. I will read the book.
So this is layered. I love this.
Yeah. I will read out loud while I'm tapping. And if a sentence or a word zings, I will continue on that sentence. I will repeat that sentence, or I will repeat that word until it settles, and then continue reading until I feel a change in my body, or the message has been settled within my body, and I go, okay, yep, it makes sense, or it's giving me different layers to look at.
Yeah, I love that.
So it's another way of using oracles,
all the tools, right?
cards.
All the tools, right?
It does not have to just be Oracle. You can do it with tarot.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I tap on the actual card itself. I don't read the book. I tap on the actual card itself. I will go, okay, the one standing up straight, what does that mean for me? Okay, I need, a firm grip, and I need to plant my feet. As I'm tapping, I'm looking at the card and talking through the image.
Yeah.
Talking through the image, because and then you'll find you'll go off on tangents while you're tapping, and that's the basis where you need to get to. And that's where you sort of release either a block or a release of okay, I know what to do now because I've talked and tapped through it. So that's what I do with the tarot and Oracle.
There you go. There you go. So heaps of ways to put them together. So don't discount one over the other, or
use them together.
Use them together.
Use them together in whatever skills or modalities you have.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
And see, I find it interesting that the last card we drew spoke about the different perception, right? Because by the time we've got to the last card, our listeners and our watchers have seen different ways and heard different things. So it allows for that new perspective. So
seriously.
So
just because we're reading tarot doesn't mean we have to read tarot like it was read 50 years ago.
No, we don't.
It's changing. It's changing, and we are changing with it. So start bringing more bits into it.
Absolutely, more bits into it.
And make it your own. Make it your own. Because what you are creating for yourself is going to work a lot better for you than somebody else. So,
absolutely. And it'll flow a lot more. Like you've seen today, we've just sat here and thrown a few, we got a whole lot more depth. We might do a whole other session. So if you want to know more, or you want to see more little, readings like that, let us know. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all the things. And as we've said in the past, we'll do the whole listeners episode,
Yes,
you
so,
know.
yeah, so if you've got any questions, send them through.
Yeah.
Our email is thetarotdealers@gmail.com, or you can DM us or ask questions on Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok. Oh, what was the other one?
This is the other one.
TikTok,
It's all the tarot dealers. So yeah, contact us that way, because we'd love your questions.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
And I've really enjoyed combining
it's
that
been
and
good,
getting
hasn't
into
it?
the deeper
Yeah.
messages pretty simplistically. I'm sure we could go a
Yes.
whole lot deeper,
Yeah.
but for the purpose of our little
Yeah.
exercise, pretty
Yeah.
simplistically, you can see how it's done.
Exactly. And it's like, if you are attracted to a particular tarot deck or oracle, don't discount. If you think,
Go
oh no,
for
I
it.
can't do oracle,
Yeah, you can.
don't discount it.
Yeah, you can.
You know, even if
Yeah.
you just look at the pretty pictures, you will get something from them.
Absolutely. So on that note, we will catch you beautiful folk
Every Tuesday.
every Tuesday. Okay. Have an amazing day.
All right.
Big love.
See you later.
Bye.